says let's go in with the next one and see if we see the same mistakes made. That's perfectly fine. I'm here all day. Lol. Yeah, it's definitely a little weird with the zoom up mod. And it is definitely hard to see see how aiming goes with that mod, so that's alright, it happens. You do have that replay, and you know what? I still have that replay. It's been framed. I've printed it out somehow and framed it because, thank you so much, by the way, for that. So that's GRE score, and my very last battle in ranked, I was in Mike Eve, of course, and he was in a toggle on the enemy team, and he got himself detonated. LOLs! So. Cool. Alright. So, this one may be better, but you made a mistake at the end. That's fair, that's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna do my screenshots again. Alright. So to do these, by the way, you hit delete 3 times, mouse click left, control shift escape to remove the camera, release it to free cam, and then you go from there to whatever you want to do, move the mouse, use the arrow keys, and then you hit Control G to drop the HUD. So I'm going to go for more artsy shots since we're still in the pantsu camo, as SAT likes to call it. Get a shot of that like that. I'm going to get some with the sun rays kind of peeking through. Kind of a neat little effect there, huh? Alright. That's good enough. So flags that you're using here, it looks like you've got the same flag setup, which is fine. Yeah, same flag setup. I'm gonna take a picture of the butt because it's just so ugly. Alright. So now I'm hitting insert to speed the game up a little bit. I'm just waiting for the rear turret to turn around a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Alright. Good enough. Home key brings it back to full speed. Left click again brings it back to your screen and what you're looking at. Seabear said he was in that ranked battle, but wishes he wasn't. That's right, you were on the enemy team, weren't you, Seabear? The chat is hilarious. Alright, so this is a top tier game, so yay, you're top tier. That's exciting. And you are going C-Cap with the team. Makes perfect sense. This map is tough because B-Cap is really exposed, A is even more exposed. So the safe play, so to speak, is C-Cap, once again, triggered by lack of premium consumables. What are you up against? Roma can be a problem if you give him a broadside, but if he has a broadside, you can shoot him and kill him. Richelieu can be a problem if he bows in on you. Gascon, you can get secondary to death. Gneisenau, again, if you show him broadside, can be a problem. New Mexico even can be a problem if you show him broadside in the ship. Charles Martel will burn you to the ground. Pensacola, that's who you want to kill first. Cleveland, too. Because these guys will both sling HE like you. Like Mad, Legal will do the same. Sims has a decent torps. They are very slow, so they're hard to detect. They reload very quickly. Go out to pretty good range. They don't do a lot of damage, however, they can cause flooding, which obviously does damage over time. Gallant? I don't know. Eagle? I don't know. Yeah, Richie, I agree. You know, when you see an AFK, obviously, you leave them alone, right? You let them do their thing. Sims is stopping and reversing, so you need to shoot behind him. There you go. Good. Shoot. You didn't shoot. Why didn't you shoot? Even if you have no chance of those shells hitting the target, just fire. You never know what'll happen, right? Maybe you were afraid to give away your position and let them know you were coming, but I would have much rather seen you do damage to that Sims. And yes, Cyclone is incoming. Now, I'm not sure what you're looking to do here. You see the Eagle is back, so maybe you're going to go try to help him out. But here's the thing, you've got that Richelieu. From this angle, I mean, you can't really do much damage to him, and he can do all the damage to you. Gascon, Cleveland. Shoot the Cleveland if you're going to shoot somebody. Or the Charles. Charles is broadside to you as well. Oh, Cleveland. Nope, no, he's running away. There is a storm coming in 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Edge case, good point. Ricky doesn't seem to be using the mini-map that much, and that's really important. Instead, he's looking at what's on the screen and reacting to what he sees on the screen. Learning to use the mini-map helps. I mean, look at this. Look at the stupid right there. I mean, here's the problem. These guys, once again, are all angling only to them. You are not here anymore to project your power because you turned away and ran. So, yeah, these guys are all going to die. Now, Cleveland here, I would have held the shot for the Cleveland. Eagle's going to lose your spot on the Cleveland here. He got himself spotted. That was a dumb decision on his part, but it is what it is. And Cleveland is turning away. Up. Aim up. Aim here. Aim here. You're not going to hit him at all. He's turning away, and by the time your shells hit, look at how long your shells take to get there. Oh, never mind. He turned back. Oh well. Most of the time they go like hard north, and they just run. You got a pretty good hit though. Nice. And yes, the team that's in C is giving you a ton of broadside right about there. Gascon is giving you broadside. This is a good opportunity to turn your ship to the right, slow down a little bit, and almost kind of park, and just lap these guys. The Richelieu is being smart. He's bowing into you. Good use of your repair party there. Should be premium, but whatever. Gascon, you can hit the Gascon for some good damage right now. Or Pensacola is opening up. Yep, and Coco's right. You're taking yourself out of the fight now because you're leaving at full speed. If you were going at 1/4, you could still stay, project your power, all that kind of stuff. Instead, you're leaving, but allowing these guys to basically do whatever. The New Orleans panicked and ran, got himself killed by all of these guys. That's not a surprise. Alright, you missed him. You gotta go back to the Cleveland, or you gotta go whatever. But your accuracy at long range is incredibly low. And so my recommendation for you maybe to think about is practice in co-op with gunnery at maximum range. The problem with co-op is that the bots charge you, and so before you know it, you're middle range and then close range, and it seems like you're hitting all your shots and you're god in the water. But the problem is, in randoms, they stay farther away. So, get some practice shooting things at long range, I think would really help you a lot. Nope. Gascon is going to get killed by their Gascon and Roma. And again, let's take a look at that. Look at that. Roma, you've got a pretty good angle to the Roma. Gascon's turning in now. There's the Sims. Charles Martel, you've got a good angle on. But you're tunneling, definitely tunneling on this Cleveland. And you're doing damage to them, but you're not impacting the battle. In fact, by running back to these guys, you're basically closing the front. and allowing these guys to go in. LOL at this Queen Elizabeth for sneaking by. That's hilarious. And sure enough, they gobble up another one.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
All right. And at least with your repair party, you're available again to use it, so that's good. Now you're realizing that you've got some good shots. Gascon, right now. Gascon, turn your ship to the right while you're turning your guns. It's too late. He's realized he's screwed and he's turning in. Another thing about Battleship, you have to be good at recognizing quick shots. Richelieu. Do you have a shot on the Richelieu? Maybe. XP Pinata. It's a fun name. Gascon's going back wide again. Roma. But again, you're just too far away. So. And I'm guessing you're going to go behind the island instead of in front of it. I would go in front of the island. Going behind it just takes you out of the battle too long. AFK Miyoko doesn't help. Ego is doing a valiant job trying to fight off both of these battleships that are just laughing and rushing him. Because there's absolutely nothing that's going to stop him. And yes, he abandoned the Eagle. Legal abandoned him, everybody abandoned the Eagle. So, he's probably going to go down very shortly here. Alright, next repair party coming up. That's fair, you have a pretty decent chunk you can heal back up. And doing it sooner means that you got the ability to use your repair party again. Edge Case is suggesting to speed up the replay. I agree. Let's take a look at what the chat's saying though first. 8 hits this long into the game says it all. You're right, Coco. 9 now, but it's just too passive, too far away, not being able to help out. So now that the storm's in and we're at 8 kilometer, we can speed up. And again, watch the mini map. Plus key, the plus key. Alright, now we're back into where they're at. Shoot! Too late. You gotta shoot right away. This guy's gonna react to you, and every second that he reacts, he's gonna get his guns on target. Now you're still showing him a lot of side here. Somehow you bounced that salvo of his, but yeah, that Queen Elizabeth is still alive. He's about to be Richie Riched out, though. Now you're trying to keep your turrets open, but you can come at him at a much steeper angle. Oh, there's the Sims. Turn hard now. You need to be turning hard. This guy's got you targeted. He's probably torping over here. So if you keep at your speed, you're just gonna get torped. This guy once again is gonna want to ram you, I guess. It's hard to tell. So you could also turn away. Oh, the Eagle's there too. Alright, so both destroyers are smelling blood now. And yeah, Gascon should be using AP. He's not. Oh well. Time for your repair party. What are you looking at? Alright, you're still looking at the Gascon. Ta-da! Well played, he says. Nah. That guy made some big screw-ups. When you get in that circle jerk with battleships, don't keep turning with them. Straighten out, let them overturn, let them show their broadside while you don't show yours. Torpedo beats time? You're probably gonna overturn. Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate. Too far behind. And you're gonna burn out. Ding, fries are done.
The enemy is about to win.
Alright, so once again we're seeing positional issues, of course. If you're gonna stay at sea, the tip of this island is incredibly powerful because you have the ability to shoot this way, or you could change your guns this way. You've got the ability to duck behind the island for cover, either way. So I think I would have liked to have seen you been hanging out here more and watching what happens. You leaving the flank caused these guys to ball up and die one by one by one. Even that Queen Elizabeth finally died. Miyoko is still AFK. Of course, that never helps. And yeah, practice those long-range shots, man. Alright, I'm gonna take a... I'm gonna get a screenshot of you dying. I mean, look at that. Isn't that glorious? You might not think so, Ricky, but you know. Oh God. The pain. The pain. And it says Ma. Oh boy. Alright, so what do you guys think on Twitch? Go ahead and put in your thoughts. Edge case overall, your desire to keep them from having a good shot on you is also keeping you from having a good shot on them. I do agree with that, yes. He should have went north when he went A, not turned south, because the storm was coming and left him alone. True. True. Charging back at that Gascon while the destroyers were there didn't help either. SAT says optimal engagement range is 10 to 14 kilometers. So being too far away definitely doesn't help as we lose the barrels. I gotta say, man, thank you for the replay. I'm getting some epic screenshots. I like that. This is, yeah. Saru, 3 things about shooting order. Reading the mini-map, understanding... Okay, so shooting order, yep. Reading the mini-map, and then understanding what a battleship is and how to play it. Sure. So, yeah, don't be afraid. You are hesitating. It feels like you're you know, you've got to have this, I guess you could say, loser mentality in a sense. Like you've lost so much in the ship that you're just like, oh god, here it comes again, another one, you know. And I'd kind of like to see you doing, you know, more in-your-face pushes. And if you die, who cares? Have fun with the ship, first of all. If you're not having fun with it, then change up your style. Seriously, act like a bot for a while and see what the enemy does. A lot of times they have no idea how to deal with it, and so they just kind of panic and run away. So that's kind of fun. Yep, SAT says, as soon as you spotted the Gascon and only had his bow guns available, ruddered hard right, which would have been able to put you in a kiting position, and he could only keep his front guns on you. So that would have been good. And Volvillain, use your HP a little bit earlier in the match, sure. Waiting until you're outnumbered definitely doesn't help, and it's just going to be too late. I definitely agree with that. So, hey, thanks for sending in the replays, though. I think it's really important. It's cool to have a player reach out and say, I don't know what I'm doing, can you help? That's why I'm here. That's why the channel's here. Try the German battleships, yes, they'll teach you how to brawl better, make you feel more comfortable with brawling, that sort of thing. So, and they're just fun to play. They're probably the most forgiving battleship class that's there. So, anything else? Grind all battleship lines up to tier 6. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think if you want to work on your aim, then the Japanese is definitely where it's at for aim, because they reward you for good aim and they punish you hard for crappy aim. You know what? Actually, that might be something that would work well for him. Do you have the tier 4 Miyogi and the tier 5 Kongo Japanese battleships? If so, you need to play the heck out of those and get really good at shooting with those. Not at long range, but shooting in general. Yes, SAT, Miyogi will teach you how to free XP a ship. Yeah, that's true. But I'll tell you what, I played a Miyogi again in one of Nico's contests and had a lot of fun with it because the penetration capability of those guns is just insane. I got the battle for Christmas at Box, yeah. And that's true, and that's not a problem. Oh, you're only 430 games in? Yeah, I mean, it's a good place to be, sure. And I don't know what other mods that you're running, but my suggestion too with that might be to turn mods off for a bit and just learn the game first, and then be very selective with the mods that you add. The thing about mods is it's very easy to start with a few mods, and then before you know it, you've enabled like 20 of them. That's my problem. And then you get banned. But that's another situation. But the big thing I think is get the basics down. Mods will oftentimes, especially if you're using other ones that add things to the UI, they'll clutter the screen so much that it's really hard for somebody who's new to the game to understand what's going on. Then you add to that the fact that you're using a zoom out mod, which is meant for players who have a very specific need for that, especially like carrier players, and well, you know, you're kind of in a bad position there. Twitch people, anything else you want to suggest in this? Oh, villain, you moved past the free XP to pass the Izumo? That's too bad. Izumo's a fun ship. I actually enjoyed her better than the Iowa. That was before they lowered the Citadel in the Iowa, though. Alright. Well, Ricky, again, hope this was helpful as we watch the rest of your team just kind of fall apart in the storm. And yes, it's unfortunate that Miyoko was AFK. Unfortunately, you can't control that. And more importantly, I really don't think that AFK Miyoko would have been... I don't think that Miyoko would have turned the tide. Yeah, taking a look at the wiki to help you with outfitting ships and stuff is a generally good idea. Especially with the newer ones, we do an awful lot of work on the wiki with suggested captain skills, suggested upgrades, consumables to run, that sort of thing, so try that. And of course, please continue to send in more, and you did the right thing by reporting the AFK too, I would too. But you know what, just keep sending in replays, and you know, I'll keep popping them in there. I know you had to wait a week to get this one in, so I do apologize for that, but at least we got that in here. It's going to be a couple weeks before this replay makes it to YouTube, but you can still go back in the Twitch and rewatch stuff later if you would like to see it again. Puddin', I got something just for you. Alright, yeah, and absolutely, contact other people that are here in Twitch. I'm sure a lot of them are willing to help out. You know, that's one of the cool things, and if there's something specific you need help with, even if you don't have a replay for it, you can always ask these guys like right now and be like, alright guys, what do you do in this situation? And they'll help out. It's one thing I love about this community and the people that hang around is, you know, they got some good stuff here. Alright, so as we go with, as we break away from the